Hey everybody, it's Liz, and today on Wisdom for Women, I wanted to talk about TINY, T-I-N-Y. I love acronyms because they make it so easy to remember everything, and T-I-N-Y stands for their interests, not yours. Say it again, their interests, not yours. So what's this all about? What do I mean by this? Well, it reminds me of a story, okay? And that story actually came up today. I was reading the newspaper about last night, July 4th festivities in Jersey City, and Snoop Dogg was giving a concert. Well, he was an hour late to the concert, and then he had a special guest, and it just kept pushing the end time of the concert further and further into the evening, such that it went so far over time that the fireworks got started super late. And what happened was a lot of the audience left before the fireworks and were very angry about it. So he's getting a lot of negative press right now, understandably, because his audience was that of parents with young children, and it was a school night after all, and they had to go. It was too late. And so it reminded me that their interests, not yours, Snoop, okay? And this also reminded me of times when I was with my children in their tween years, and I wanted to bring them to some concerts, or they asked to go to some concerts, and I would get there, and they started so late. It's like 9 or 10, and I'm sitting here with these, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, and I look around, and the audience is very much 12, 13-year-olds with parents, etc. And I remember thinking, like, do they not understand who their audience is? It all comes back to TINY, their interests, not yours. And I think a lot of us, when we start our own businesses, or even if we're part of a large organization, or maybe we're a nonprofit or something like that, we get trained on telling your story, right? What's your pitch, your elevator pitch? Back in the old days, that's what we called it. Be concise, get in, get out, tell it, get in there, tell it, zip, boom, out kind of thing. And the problem with that is that, you have no idea what the person's interests are, if they're even interested in what you're talking about. So I challenge you next time that you're talking to someone, a prospect or a client, a relationship, etc., or you're writing an email to them or a text or a message in Messenger, start with their interests, not yours. Even if they ask you what's going on, even if this is a business situation and they want to know, it's right, the time they have actually given you the signal, see if you can turn it a little bit. See if you can just slightly adjust your point of view so that you ask them what their interests are. So sometimes I'll say something like, okay, are you interested to hear about ABC or XYZ? I don't want to launch into something that totally is not relevant to what you were just asking me about. Turn it a little bit so that you can get them saying, oh, well, I'm actually interested in B. Oh, okay, well, let me just tell you about that B, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and hopefully that blah, blah, blah is super concise. But you see how I turn it a little bit in the beginning to make sure that I'm talking about their interests. And even in an email, you can do that, an email exchange or a text exchange. Before you launch into your story, find out what their interests are. All right, have a great day.